it's time to edit. As we're rewatching, okay, that's me barely starting out, and you see how I just like put my hand all over it trying to fix it. Okay, so I already saw clips that I do not want. Okay, so we're gonna go back, remember, to the beginning. I saw that right here, basically all this part right here, before I start speaking. Okay, so that's where I start, right here. I don't know why I was itching my head. Okay, so we're gonna go back. So right where I start is where I wanna, like right here. So then it looks so awkward. I'm like, hey guys. I don't know why I did that, but anyways. So right here is where I want to split it to delete. Part, I want to delete it. So we're going to press on it. We're going to put it where we want to split it. So, okay, let's say the line is over here. So we're going to look for the where we said we're going to put it at. Okay, so we're going to put the line right where we want the clip at. You're going to scroll it to where you want it at. Now you're going to press this. Press the clip. And we're going to press split, which is the very first one, split. Okay, so now I made like a transition thing, like in between these two. Like if you want to do a transition, that's how you would do it, in between two clips. But I split it because I want to press this and delete. So there, now it's deleted. I just came back from the Vertical Institute. I was like feeling so awkward because my husband was there. Okay, so I don't want that in there where I'm telling my husband not to listen to me. So that's why I was cracking on. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna put where I'm laughing. And remember, you press split. So now I splitted that, and this is what I actually want. So this clip I do want. This is where I'm gonna edit stuff out. So okay, so I said anyways. Right here, we're gonna split again. Now this clip is the one that I want to delete, the one in the middle. And delete. See? That's simple. Okay, and now let's try to teach y'all how to transition. So let's say I want to add a transition right here in between these two. So we're gonna click. So we're gonna click right here, just ignore the phone. Okay, now all this is gonna pop out. So you can choose none, no transitions at all. You can choose this star theme. So let me show you each one. So this is theme. So it's okay. Hey guys, I just came back from the Vertical Institute. You see how it faded out and I made that like noise? Okay, so that's that. Now let's do dissolve, which is the next one. Now also down here it gives you 0.5 seconds, 1 second, 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds. So it depends like on how long you want it. So let's say right now it's on 0.5 seconds, which is what I usually use. I don't really like a long transition. So let's show you how the 2.0 looks like. Hey guys, I just came back from the Vertical Institute. See how it took a lot longer to get to it? So it just depends on what vision you have for your video. Everybody has different visions. Everybody is different, creative in their own ways. So like however you envision your videos that you want them to be, that's how you do it, okay? Don't copy anybody else. Be original, be yourself, and trust me guys, y'all are gonna get far in life. Let's do the dissolve so y'all can see how that looks. Let me switch it back to 0.5 seconds because I don't want to. Okay, so this is dissolve. So it just like fades out. It doesn't make any noise. Now let's do slide. Now slide, you can choose which way you want to slide it from left, right, up, or down. So let me just show you from where it first starts off, left. So let's go like this. Hey guys, I just came back from the Vertical Institute. You see how it slid it? to the next. I actually like this one a lot when I do like my like that at the end. When I'm doing that, I like to use that one a lot because like it just looks cool, like going into the next scene, just like, you know, doing your own thing, whatever. Okay, so now let's do wipe. Hey guys, I just came back from the Vertical Institute and I just went like I did. And also on the wipe one, you can do left, from left, right, up or down. You press down here where it says wipe, and then it'll show you different positions that you want it, up, down, whatever. Okay, so let's do fade now. Hey guys, I just came back from the Vertical Institute, and I just fade it right next to the next scene. Okay, so that's that. Editing, it takes a lot of time, guys, and like there's times that you forget to do stuff, like especially if you want to do funny stuff. It takes a lot more time, like to add sound effects and everything. Like the sound effects are also over here. Okay, so let's press the plus sign. It will take you here. So then you're gonna press audio, sound effects. So now it gives you a whole list of sound effects. Now I'm gonna look for the cricket one. So here it is. Press on it to hear it, and then you press use if you want to use it. So now I'm gonna use that, and let's say I want to put it right here while I'm talking. Hey guys, I just came back from the Vertical Institute, and that's how I cut it. Now let's say I want to cut it off right here. The sound, I don't want the crickets to go on to the next clip. We're gonna press on it, split. Now this side is the one that I don't want, so we're gonna press on that and delete. Delete. So now it's gone. So now the crickets will only be in the beginning. Hey guys, I just came back from the Vertical Institute, and so then it's done. So those are like the main points. I taught y'all how to deattach the audio in the beginning. That was the very first thing that I taught y'all. And also how to split so you can delete, like, because trust me, these videos sometimes come out to be like 40 to 50 to an hour long. You don't want people to be like super bored. I at least put it down to like 10, 13 at the most if it's a makeup video, 12 at the most, because I don't want to bore people to death, and I don't want them to be like, oh gosh. Like, see where the main points are at, what you actually want. You know the vision of your video, so you're gonna like put what you want in there. Transitions, also another thing is fast forwarding. So let's say I'm taking way too long. Like I do this a lot in my makeup videos, especially the Instagram ones. I fast forward the makeup where I'm blending it out because I don't want y'all to be there literally seeing me blend out, because it takes a long time to blend. So what I'll do is fast forward it. It's time too. So an Instagram only gives you a minute to post, so I'll make sure I find like the most important parts, fast forward like what doesn't need to be. The only thing I don't fast forward on an Instagram video or my YouTube video for makeup, when it's just like me not talking, usually do not fast forward where I'm showing you the product, because obviously I want you to see the product. That's the whole point of the makeup videos, to recreate the look that I'm doing. So that's the only thing I do not fast forward on, is that. Show y'all how I fast forward. So we're gonna click everyone you want to fast forward. Let's say I'm gonna fast forward this little part. I'm not, obviously, because I'm talking. Usually when I talk, I do not fast forward because then I sound like a chipmunk, unless I'm trying to be funny. You here, then you're gonna press the little timer down here. It's next to the scissors. Press that, and you see how it's super slow. Like if you want to slow mo something, you take it all the way like that. So now I made the clip longer, so now it's gonna be, I'm gonna talk extra slow, move extra slow. Now to push it faster, all the way fast, depends on how fast you want it, but I usually go all the way. Now we're just gonna see how that sounds. See how I fast forward it? and I went quickly to the other one. So yeah, that's fast forwarding, but I didn't fast forward or any on these, like on this one where I'm talking, because I want you to hear what I'm saying. I was just showing y'all so y'all could see. So that's that. Also, another thing that I used to do wrong, and I learned my lesson because of Instagram, I used to record like this. I used to put my phone like this, upwards. That's a big no-no, guys. Record it sideways, where it gets every angle. I used to hate the angle and how I looked in it, but now I got used to it, and now I'm just like, oh yeah, it's a lot better. So when you post on Instagram, it doesn't look like you're like this close and like this is you, literally. I rather have where you can see a little bit of the background and yourself. So yeah, that's another tip when you're starting off YouTube. I did not know this. All this stuff that I'm teaching y'all right now, I had to learn on my own, because obviously there's nobody that's gonna help you out there, unless, you know, once you get bigger, you get more friends in the beauty guru, makeup, MUAs community, then maybe they'll give you tips on that once you get big. But like right now, when you're barely starting, like, you have to learn everything on your own. You have to embrace your uniqueness, who you are, and trust me guys, that's where your channel's gonna grow from there, using your personality, not anybody else's, and not anybody else's techniques. Sometimes you are inspired by other people. It's a good thing to recognize that person that you're inspired by, because then you don't want like a bunch of scandals going on about you. Another thing is filters. Now I don't use any filters. I show you like the pigmentation of how the makeup really is and all that. You don't want me to be putting like, plus the filters look bad. Like, filters are mainly when you're doing like a video like of a scenery and you're trying to make it look vintage and stuff. So to do that, you're gonna click on the clip, you're gonna press right here where it's like the filter thing, is the very last one next to the text, and see, now there's different filters that you can use, but I don't use that. So that's just like if you're gonna make creative videos on like scenery and stuff, that's what you would use that for. Also, if you wanted to add a text, so you press on the clip again, all this is gonna come out. See where the T is at, you're gonna press that, press it, and then it's gonna show you different fonts. Now I always use Focus. Now you see how it's in the middle of my face? I don't want that. So we're gonna, down here it says lower or center. Right now it's at center. You see how it's at center? So we're gonna press lower, and you see how it changed it down here. Now to click what you want to write, I click on it and see how this pops. Now your keyboard popped out. Now all you gotta press is the backspace, delete everything, and let's put welcome back. So now that you typed it in, done, and you see now it's there. So now it's not gonna pop, it's just gonna pop out. Watch.
Hey guys, I just came back from
welcome back. And then the next clip won't have it. Once you split something, it won't have it on the next clip. It'll only have it on the clip that you split it at and that you put it on. That's mainly everything, guys. I took 42 minutes to explain everything. But yeah, guys, I knew this was something really important to y'all, as well as me. As
growing in this YouTube world, it's kind of hard right now, I'm barely starting. But to be honest, it's something like really amazing. All the hard work you put in there. People don't think that making videos is hard work. It's literally like a second job, guys. Like right now I have my own job, and I'm doing this apart from it too. It's time consuming, it's hard, it's a lot of work. It's not easy. I don't know why people say YouTube is easy. It's not. You have to entertain people, first of all, to get views. Followers just don't happen. You literally have to earn them unless you're paying for them, but obviously I'm not doing that. So it's a lot of hard work. You actually have to work to get where you want to be at. And so yeah, I highly recommend, if you want to start a YouTube channel, please don't be like me. When I was like around 19 to 20, my family would tell me to start making videos, and I was just like, man, who's gonna watch me? Like, that's embarrassing, like, that's scary to put myself out there. But now I'm like in love with doing it. Like, I just look forward for Sundays to do my makeup videos.
guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Subscribe, comment, go add me on my Instagram, crystal.flowers.beautyinc, and see y'all next time.